Okay, my dear students. So reflection as well as transmission. First we should know 100% reflection case. Case 1. Suppose it is a string. Let one end of the string is connected to a wall. It is a rigid boundary. It is a rigid wall. It is fixed at this point. Now a small jerk is given at this point so that a traveling wave is moving like this. A traveling wave is moving like this. This is the traveling wave. Suppose when the wave is incident at this point on the wall, the wave exerts a force on the wall in what direction? Upwards, along this direction. And at the same time, the wall also exerts the similar force on the wave which is in downward direction. As the wall is rigid, there is no movement of the wall. That's why at this point the wave will be inverted. That means crest will be reflected as a trough. Crest will be reflected as a trough means the phase difference between incident wave and reflected wave is equal to pi radians or 180 degrees. Right? It is an incident wave. Let the wave is traveling towards the positive x direction and is incident on the rigid boundary, and the wave is reflected like this. In between incident and reflected wave is the phase difference is 180. That means at the point of crest there will be a trough. So for the phase difference between incident wave and reflected wave is equal to 180 degrees or pi radians. As the wave is moving along the positive x-axis, its displacement can be represented by y1 is equal to a into sin omega t minus kx, because it is moving along the positive x direction minus kx. So it is reflected back means it is moving negative x direction means y2 is equal to a into sin omega t plus kx. Extra phase difference between incident and reflected wave is 180. 180 means plus pi. So y2 is equal to a into sin omega t plus kx plus pi. Sine of 180 plus theta is equal to minus sin theta. That's why minus a into sin omega t plus kx. This is the equation for the reflected wave and this is the equation for incident wave. Here energy loss is equal to 0. Energy loss at the reflection is equal to 0 and there is no transmitted wave into the another medium or beyond this region. That means transmission 0 and energy loss is also equal to 0. Are you understand? So when the wave is reflected from the rigid boundary, phase difference between incident wave and reflected wave is equal to pi radians. As the wave is moving towards along the positive x direction, it's represented by y1 equal to a into sin omega t minus kx. If it is completely reflected back, reflected wave is represented by y2 equal to minus a sin omega t plus kx. Next one, case 2. Suppose when the wave is reflected from the free boundary means free surface. It is a free surface. Means it is a string. It is fixed or connected at this boundary by a ring, metallic ring. It is a metallic ring. Suppose a jerk is given. The transverse wave is moving along the string like this. So at this point, if the wave is incident on the ring, the wave exerts a force on the ring in what direction? Upwards. That's why ring also freely transmitted along this pole. That's why the ring is moving upward direction and there is no force exerted on the wave by the surface. So that's why the crest will be reflected as a crest. So మనకిది ఈ పాయింట్ ది అర్థమైనా కాకపోయినా సరే కంపల్సరీ ఇక్కడ ఫ్రీ సర్ఫేస్ దగ్గర నుంచి రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు crest will be reflected as a crest means the phase difference between incident and reflected wave is equal to 0. Okay na? Right. So the incident wave is moving along the positive x-axis. Its y1 is equal to a into sin omega t minus kx. It is reflected like this. Crest will be reflected as a crest. That means y2 is equal to a into sin omega t plus kx because it is moving along the negative x-axis. That's why omega t plus kx. phase change between incident and reflected wave is equal to 0. Right? So here there is a note point. The above two cases are possible only when the wave is completely reflected, means 100% reflection at the boundary. In other words, case 3. Suppose if the wave is partially reflected and also partially transmitted at the rigid boundary. Partially reflected and partially refracted at the rigid boundary. Suppose this is a string A and this is another string B. A is thin and compared with B. B is a thick wire and A is a thin wire. It is the joint of A and B here. Suppose a transverse pulse is produced at this point so that it may move along this direction and it is going from A to B. Right? Maybe at the point of joining, some part of the wave is reflected. Here, why the wave is reflected at this point? I can explain it. Consider a combined string made of two strings A and B. The part A is thinner and compared with B. Wave speed in a string is given by V is equal to root of T by mu. Here T constant. V proportional to 1 by root mu. V proportional to 1 by root means mu is linear density. Mass per unit length. Here the mass per unit length of A will be less than compared with B. So mu for A is less. So V in A is more. That means VA greater than VB. As the wave is traveling from A to B, its velocity while going from A to B will be decreases. Because in A velocity more, in B velocity will be less. Velocity more, rarer medium. Velocity less, denser medium. That means the wave is going from rarer medium to denser medium. And this is the denser surface. That means this end will be treated as a fixed boundary or rigid boundary. Are you understand? The wave is traveling from A to B, rarer medium to denser. It is the surface, means at this surface the wave is going from rarer to denser, means it will be act as a rigid boundary. So here, suppose for a wave is traveling from A to B, the joint behaves as a rigid boundary. So the reflected wave suffers a phase change of pi radians, as you know earlier. When the wave is reflected from the rigid boundary, phase difference between incident and reflected wave is pi radians. While there is no phase change in the transmitted pulse. Transmitted means it is transferring from A to B. For incident wave or transmitted wave is incident like this. Some part of the wave will be reflected from it and the remaining will be transmitted in the another medium B. For incident wave and reflected wave there is no phase difference. But for incident wave and reflected wave there is a phase change of pi radians. Suppose this is the situation. It is the boundary, rigid boundary. It is a rigid boundary. Wave is traveling through A. Transverse wave is traveling through A with a speed VA, and at the rigid boundary maybe a part will be reflected from it. This is the reflected wave and remaining will be transmitted in the another medium B. Here AI is equal to amplitude of incident wave, AR is equal to amplitude of reflected wave, AT is equal to amplitude of transmitting wave. This is the reflected wave pulse and this is the transmitted wave pulse. Right. So here the equations corresponding to incident wave, reflected wave and transmitted wave can be written as, for incident wave yi is equal to AI into sin KAX minus omega t, whatever it may be, omega t minus kx or kx minus omega t, alagani raskochu, no problem. So yi is equal to AI into sin omega t minus k1x or kx minus omega t. For the reflected wave, yr is equal to AR into sin reflected, means in the same medium. AR is equal to sin KAX plus omega t plus pi. that is equal minus AR into sin kx plus omega t for the reflected wave. Again for transmitted wave, yt is equal to at into sin kbx minus omega t, where kb is equal to propagation constant and another medium b. It is moving along the positive x direction. That's why here there is a negative sign. Also, AI for AR, AI plus AR is equivalent to AT. The sum of AI plus AR is equal to AT. Amplitude of incident and reflected wave is equal to amplitude of the transmitting wave. Now here, when the wave is traveling from one medium to another medium, the frequency remaining constant, FA is equal to FB. There is no change in frequency when the wave is propagated through different medias. But as here V is equal to F lambda, here V is equal to F lambda, here F is constant, V is directly proportional to lambda. As VA greater than VB, that's why lambda A greater than lambda B. Right. This is one case. But for a change, for a wave is traveling from B to A. Suppose here there is a thick wire and this is a thin wire. The wave is traveling from B to A. Here the joint behaves as a free boundary. Why? The joint behaves as a free boundary because the joint behaves as a free boundary. Velocity of the transverse wave V is proportional to 1 by root mu. As mu B greater than mu A, that means mu B greater than mu A. Mu B greater than mu A means relation between velocities given by VB less than VA. VB less than VA means here the velocity of the transverse wave is less. Here the velocity is more. Less, more. And a wave is transmitting from denser medium to rarer medium. Suppose if the wave is transmitting from denser to rarer, this joint will behave as a free boundary because it is moving in the denser medium, entered into free surface. That's why it is a free boundary. So as the wave is reflected from the free boundary, the reflected wave and incident wave, there is no phase change between them. Phase change is equal to 0. B, velocity of the wave in B is equivalent to VB and in A is equal to VA. So for incident wave can be represented by yi is equal to AI into sin of kbx minus omega t. Are you understand? Next, why it is negative sign? Because the wave is traveling along the positive x-axis. For the reflected wave, yr is equal to ar into sin kbx plus omega t. Sin kbx plus omega t for the reflected wave. Next one, here there is no negative sign andi. Endukani? As the wave is reflected from the free end, phase difference between incident and reflected wave is 0. As the wave is moving along the negative x-axis, AR into sin kbx plus omega t plus 0. You understand? Right. Next, for the transmitted wave, yt is equal to at into sin of kx minus omega t. Again, here also at the boundary, ai plus ar is equal to at. Frequency remaining constant, lambda b is less than lambda a. These are the conditions as well as the equations of the waves when the wave is partially reflected as well as partially transmitted at the boundary of the two medias. So now again, here let us explain one example here. One example here also, my dear students, and also especially BPC students, here this derivation is no need for you. This derivation is no need for you. So only by observing clearly the derivation and the last two formulas compulsory, they are keep in mind. The total derivation is not necessary for MPC as well as BPC students, right? But MPC students మాత్రం ఏం చేస్తారంటే కొంచెం ట్రై చేయండి డెరివేషన్ అర్థం చేసుకోవడం కోసం. Here, this application, suppose two wires of different materials are joined. Consider the junction to be at x is equal to 0. An instant wave yi is equal to ai into sin omega t minus k1x is traveling to right from region x is less than or equal to 0. At the boundary, the wave is partly reflected and partly transmitted. Find the reflected and transmitted amplitudes in terms of incident amplitude. So this is the situation. For the incident wave, Ya is equal to Ai into sin omega t minus k1 into x. But in the previous example, we can return same formula as kx minus omega t. ఎలాగైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు, no problem. There is no need to write as omega t minus kx or kx minus omega t. Whatever it may be. For incident wave, it is given Ai into sin omega t minus k1 into x. It is moving from one medium to another medium at the boundary x is equal to 0. It is the boundary. Suppose also it is given the wave is traveling to the right from region x is less than or equal to 0. X is less than or equal to 0 means the wave is traveling from first medium and also into second medium like this. So for the reflected wave, YR is equal to, we can written as AR into sin omega t plus k1x for the reflected wave. Suppose if it is taken as a free boundary, sin omega t plus k1x, and yt is equal to, for transmitted wave, at into sin omega t minus k2x, where k1 and k2 are the propagation constants in the two medias, but omega remains constant. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. Frequency remaining constant means omega remains constant in both the medias. For the reflected wave, this is the formula, and for the transmitted wave, this is the formula. Again, at the boundary, we have Ai plus Ar is equal to At. Sum of the amplitudes of incident and reflected wave is always equal to amplitude of the transmitted wave. It is equation 1. Next again, incident wave, displacement of incident and reflected waves is equivalent to displacement of the transmitted wave also. From this, Yi is equal to Yt minus Yr. It is equation 2. Now, differentiating this equation 2 partially with respect to x. Dou yi by dou x is equal to dou yt by dou x minus dou yr by dou x. Dou y by dou x means slope. At the point x is equal to 0, the slopes must be at the point x is equal to 0. Hence, the slope of the wave on both sides at x is equal to 0 must be same. That means dou yi by dou x plus dou yr by dou x is equal to dou yt by dou x. Here, dou yi by dou x is equal to dou yt by dou x minus dou yr by dou x. Dou by dou x of incident wave is equal. Incident wave equation is Ai into sin omega t minus k1x. A1 into sin omega t minus k1x is equal to dou by dou x of yt is equal to At into sin omega t minus k2x minus dou by dou x of yr. Yr is equal to Ar into sin omega t plus k1x. That is dou by dou x of this function Ai into dou by dou x of sin means cos. Again with respect to x means this is equal to minus k1. So minus Ai k1 into cos omega t minus k1x is equal to here minus At k2 into cos omega t minus k2x minus Ar k1 into cos omega t plus k1x. Also at the boundary means at x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 here, d 0 and this is also 0. Final formula is minus ai ki into cos omega t is equal to minus at k2 cos omega t minus ar k1 cos omega t. Cos omega t, cos omega t, cos omega t cancelled on both sides. So ai k1 is equal to ar k1 plus at k2. At k2. This is equation 3. Equation 3. From these formulas, from equation 1, ai plus ar is equal to at, and in equation 2, ai k1 is equal to ar k1 plus at k2. From equation 1, at is equal to, from equation 3, ar is equal to, how can it be written as at is ar is equal to at minus ai. Substituting this value in the above equation, we can written as minus ai ki is equal to ai k1 is equal to minus of at minus ai. Ar is equal to at minus ai into k1 minus at k2. This is minus at k1 plus ai k1 is equal to minus at k2. Here ai k1 ఇలా తీసుకొస్తే minus 2 ai k1 is equal to at k1 minus at k1 minus at k2. at కామన్ తీస్తే here k1 plus k2 2 ai into k1 is equal to at into k1 plus k2. Therefore at is equal to 2 k1 by k1 plus k2 into ai. Again you know k is equal to propagation constant k equal to omega by v, where v is the wave speed. As omega remaining constant, k proportional to 1 by v means 2 into 1 by v1 by k1 1 by v1 plus k2 is replaced by 1 by v2. On solving this, at is equal to 2v2 by v1 plus v2 into a2, and ar is equal to, similarly ar can be written as v2 minus v1 by v1 plus v2 into ai. These are very important formulas, but all these derivations are no need for us. Find the value of reflected and transmitted amplitudes in terms of ai entered. Cut at is equal to v2 by v1 plus v2 into ai. Ar is equal to v2 minus v1 by v1 plus v2 into ai. Right? Okay. Next one, here there is a chart for us. Here property, reflection and also transmission. Frequency. In case of reflection, it remains constant. In case of transmission, it remains constant. There is no change in frequency. Wavelength. In case of reflection, constant. In case of transmission, when the wave is traveling from one medium to another medium, velocity will be changes so that lambda will also changes. Reflection means wave will be reflected into the same medium, means velocity remains constant. Velocity v is equal to constant. Velocity in another medium, transmission, changes. Phase change. When the wave is traveling from rarer to denser, phase change is equal to pi in case of reflection. Phase change in case of incident and transmitted is equal to 0. If the wave is going from denser medium to rarer medium, phase change is equal to 0 in case of reflection. Here there is no change. Amplitude, here it will be changes as ar. It will be changes as at. Power changes by pr, and this is pt. Okay na? Right. Here there is one example, very important, very